The city of Gotham, a beacon of progress, now choked by darkness. Within its shadowed alleys, a sinister threat awakens, heralded by the ominous number 39. Detective Comics, a legend begins. May, the month when Gotham's underworld stirs and a new terror takes flight. But even in the deepest night, hope emerges. For when evil calls, a silent guardian answers. Gotham City, a sprawling metropolis of shadow and despair, where crime festers and darkness reigns supreme. But from the inky blackness, two champions emerge. The Batman, a grim silhouette against the grim skyline, and his loyal companion, Robin, the boy wonder. Once again, these intrepid figures combine forces, ready to battle the menace that threatens their people. Two figures, outnumbered but never outfought, facing the horde of the Green Dragon. Their mission, to fight for justice and protect the innocent from the shadows. Gotham, a city veiled in darkness where the opulent meet the ominous. On this fateful night, two of its wealthiest citizens, Henry Crandall and John Cobb, descend into the waiting embrace of the night. But the shadows are not empty. From the inky black, three figures emerge, their intentions as sharp as the glint of steel. A sudden confrontation erupts, a desperate plea lost in the sudden, chilling sound.
Hey, what's going on here?
A swift, brutal blow. A hatchet descends, silencing the chauffeur's cry and splitting the night with a sickening finality. The city's elite are now pawns in a terrifying game. The morning breaks, but it brings no solace. Newspapers scream their grim headlines, exposing the chilling abduction of Bruce Wayne, the city's beloved billionaire and indeed the Batman.
Phew, what a story.
$100,000 is demanded for his return, a fortune placed atop the chilling confirmation. The chauffeur was indeed killed by a hatchet. The game has just begun. And somewhere in the suffocating silence of captivity, the Batman faces his most dangerous challenge yet, the stakes higher than ever before. Rain hammers against the grimy windows of the Gotham City Police Department. Inside, a grim discovery is made.
A hatchet, there's only one kind of people that kill with a hatchet. Why?
A peculiar scent hangs in the air, a subtle clue in the grim tapestry of crime. Then a flicker of hope, or perhaps a new danger, arrives in the form of a newspaper advertisement.
Look, there's an ad in the paper addressed to the Batman.
A cryptic message written in a deliberate, exotic script meant only for the eyes of the Dark Knight. A secret communicated across continents, hinting at a desperate plea for help from an old acquaintance.
The type was set in Chinese style. The sender did it purposely. Yes, to let me know he was Chinese, a friend, of course, Wong of Chinatown. He helped me in the case of the Ruby Idol.
Minutes later, at Wayne Manor, Bruce Wayne prepares to answer the call, leaving his young ward to stand guard. The bat signal is about to be answered, not by a plea, but by a planned rendezvous.
Dick, you stay home and guard the fort. The Batman is going to visit a friend.
Chinatown, a vibrant, enigmatic world within the sprawling metropolis, where ancient traditions meet the modern age. Even here, a watchful eye observes from the shadows, hidden behind a carefully placed photograph.
Good evening, Wong.
Ah, Batman, you have come. You understood the message.
I have come to help a friend. What is your trouble?
Opium, a new tongue has arisen called the Green Dragon. They are evil men and work many wicked enterprises. Worst of all, they are selling opium to my people. Though it is dangerous to do so, I have gathered much information.
Unseen, a mechanical eye watches, a silent witness to the unfolding drama. A trap is being set, and the Batman is walking right into it, ready to confront a new evil that threatens the heart of Chinatown.
By tomorrow night, at 8 o'clock, I will have some information about the dwelling place of the Green Dragon and their leader. But I will need your help in his capture.
You can count on me, Wong. I'll be here at 8.
The city holds its breath, a world shrouded in secrets and bathed in the pale, unforgiving glow of the moon.
Sorry, Dick, this is a very dangerous assignment. Now remember, you don't leave here unless I'm not back in a few hours.
But why can't I go with you to Wong?
As the hours bleed into night, an unnerving presence descends upon the opulent house of Wang, a chilling prelude to confrontation.
Well, Wang, here I am. Wang, I'm here.
That stare is the Batman.
Wang, what's the matter? Whoa.
A brutal act, swift and merciless, leaves a chilling tableau as the Batman discovers a desperate coded message.
Pier 3, Pier 3. It's near Chinatown.
In the flickering darkness, a sudden, desperate maneuver, a shadows dance against an unseen foe. Rain pounds the cobblestone streets of Gotham as shadows lengthen, and a sinister plot unfolds within a darkened room. From behind a screen, a menace emerges, the dreaded Chinese hatchet men.
Enter the villains. A quick jerk on the carpet and slippery, isn't it?
The Batman leaps to the attack, a whirlwind of justice in the heart of danger.
The Batman.
But the struggle is fierce. The hatchet man regains his grisly weapon and stealthily creeps closer.
You should wear glasses, fella.
The Batman senses his danger, a swift move to counter the tricky Chinaman's next deadly strike. Gotham's night seethes with danger as a desperate struggle unfolds on a darkened porch.
You can't escape me, Batman.
The violent clash spills over the edge, a dizzying fall into the unforgiving night. Two bodies hit the ground, but only one bears the brunt of the impact. The Batman lies still, a victim of the brutal fall, while a shadow of hope emerges from the darkness.
It's a good thing the Batman left Wang's address. He will probably be sore at me for disobeying orders, but I've got to see what's going on. He's probably still here with Wang.
Gotham's waterfront, shrouded in the cloak of midnight, a chilling darkness descends. The brutal murder of a chauffeur with a hatchet echoes a previous crime and ties directly to the kidnapped men.
Pier 3. Something mysterious is going on, and the answer lies there.
As Robin departs, the first hatchet man recovers, a shadowy figure that moves with unnerving agility.
Dark Batman fights like a panther, no one here.
He scans the desolate pier, searching for any sign of the Dark Knight, his thoughts turning to the Green Dragon.
It would be better if he is captured.
But a skulking figure is spotted, Robin, unaware of the danger lurking behind. A sickening thud, the flat of a hatchet descends upon the young hero, and the knight swallows a cry. Beneath the cloak of night, a chilling procession. An unconscious boy spirited away across a desolate pier to a ship shrouded in mystery, bound for the lair of the Green Dragon. When consciousness returns, Robin finds himself bound, facing captive millionaires and the sinister Green Dragon himself, perched upon his wicked throne.
Awake a peculiar costume you wear. Very different, but very similar to that of the Batman. Ah, yes, heh heh. I should like to know where the Batman resides. Will you tell me, or must I use persuasion, eh?
Never. You can torture me all you like, but I won't tell you anything about the Batman.
You are stubborn, eh? You know I like to see things wriggle. You shall wriggle before me with pain. Heh heh heh. First we shall see how adept you are at dueling. I warn you, my man is quite expert. He sliced many an opponent.
But it will be unfair. My sword is made of wood.
Unfair perhaps, but so interesting. Heh 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 heh.
But even with a wooden blade, Robin's skill shines through as he deftly parries the Mongol's deadly thrust, a desperate dance against overwhelming odds. Rain, it lashes against the grimy windows of this clandestine meeting, a fitting soundtrack to the treachery brewing within.
Fools, why did you not search him, capture him?
Batman.
Good evening, friend, but then again, is it? Don't be so hasty. Have you forgotten all about me?
He arrives not by invitation, but by sheer, unadulterated force, landing upon their platform.
Capture him, you are many, he is only one. Do not be afraid.
As the attackers charge, the dynamic Batman leaps towards their prize, the Green Dragon grimly bracing himself for the ultimate confrontation. The colossal idol of the Green Dragon, a monument to ancient wrath, is finally toppled, its immense weight shifting and groaning. With a final, desperate lunge, the Tong Master sprints across the treacherous, fragmented wreckage.
More fun than a punching bag.
But a chilling voice slices through the chaos, a hunter's taunt echoing from the shadows.
Not so fast, fatty, we have a little score to settle.
Miles away, deep within the labyrinthine alleys, concern flickers for a younger soul.
Wonder how the kid is making out. Maybe he's in trouble.
Gotham's underbelly, a den of iniquity, suffocates under the weight of a criminal enterprise. But in the shadows, justice stirs.
The chains are gone and the kidnapped men are freed. It seems our grasp has tightened.
He was only one. His men spoiled the plan by killing the chauffeur with a hatchet. Only the Chinese hatchet man would use that type of weapon. Once I knew that, it was a matter of finding the hideout. Here it was that he indulged in the smuggling of opium and Chinese.
Why they chloroformed us and brought us here. When I told the Chinaman that the police would get him, he only laughed. Yes, he said the police would probably hunt for white gangsters and never suspect a Chinese of kidnapping. Very smart.
The next day, a different kind of headline graces the papers, a testament to the Batman's relentless pursuit of justice.
But Mother, why should I pray for the well-being of one called the Batman? Because, little one, he has saved the souls of many of our people. But for him, the dread opium would have enslaved them as it did the generations in the past.
It's a pity that Wong had to die because he knew too much. His sacrifice was not in vain. His people are free. It is the end of the Tong of the Green Dragon.
What an exciting character, that Bawdan. Why can't you be that sort of man?
As Bruce Wayne heads home, a new, more insidious threat emerges from the murky depths of Gotham. Beware of Clayface, a black-cloaked, hideous figure that menaces the lives of the Batman and his aide, Robin the Boy Wonder, as he leaves behind a trail of death. Gotham's industrial heartland, a place of clanging machines and shadowed corners, where secrets fester and suspicion breeds. A keen eye observes a mind at work, sifting through the ordinary to find the sinister beneath.
That fellow Thorpe is a suspicious-looking bird if I ever saw one. I'll step within Karlgart's office and look up his record. Sorry to disturb you, Karlgart, but can you tell me where I can find Thorpe's record?
Why yes, all right, in that filing cabinet.
A glance at the record reveals honesty, yet an unsettling expression lingers, a flicker of unease in the mundane. But what's this? Karlgart and Thorpe huddled together at the water fountain, a deliberate choice, a possible warning.
After Ma, Lawson and Bart leave the plant. Any luck?
Perhaps, would you mind answering a few questions?
Gotham's opulent towers cast long shadows, secrets whispered in the hushed halls of power.
Karlgart and Thorpe, can you vouch for them? Has Karlgart access to the office safe?
They're both absolutely trustworthy. Karlgart has access to the safe. Sometimes it's necessary to place things into or remove them from the large safe. But the combination to the smaller safe within which secret papers are kept is known only to myself.
Thanks for dropping me off at my apartment. See you tomorrow.
Somewhat later, after Bart has made himself comfortable within his suite, a sudden, unwelcome interruption shatters the evening's tranquility. As Bart nears the door, it bursts open violently, revealing unexpected, unwelcome guests.
Stick him up and don't move. The boss thinks of everything. Smart of the chief to suggest we use the service elevator.
In a swift, brutal act, Bart is rendered unconscious and spirited away into the night, a helpless captive within a speeding car. Rain lashes down on Gotham's unforgiving streets, reflecting the grim desperation of the night.
Better say your prayers, buddy. You won't have much longer to do so.
Trapped and desperate, a daring plan is hatched amidst the chaos.
Hey, what stop him?
With a swift, desperate move, the ignition key is snatched, sending the vehicle hurtling towards an uncertain fate.
Get that key. I can't, he dropped it to the floor and won't move his feet off it.
As the car careens off the road, brutal force is employed, but the defiant prisoner refuses to yield.
Blast you, let go of that key or. Here comes a highway patrolman, let's beat it.
With the glint of blue and red lights, the attackers flee, abandoning their captive.
Stop or I'll fire.
Now, a surprising revelation is made, as the captive claims a vital, secret identity.
What happened to you? Untie me and I'll explain. I'm a US secret agent. Now do you want to know the details?
That's different, you needn't tell me a thing.
The next morning, a plan is hatched in hushed tones, a gamble born of suspicion.
My idea is for you to place a model of your invention in the office safe. We'll conceal ourselves and see whoever tries to steal it.
I'm a bit dubious, but I said I'd cooperate with you and I will.
Days later, the trap is set, the bait laid, and anxious eyes watch the door to Lawson's private office.
Carl Gart and Thorpe, what are you doing in my private office?
In a huddle again, I simply don't trust those fellows.
There, I just placed the satchel containing the model in the safe. Just let something try and happen to it now.
Here's hoping nothing will.
Just a moment. I've been struck by a sudden thought. Would you mind opening the safe to see if the model is still there?
Certainly, but nothing could have happened to it. I just placed it in there a moment ago.
Frankly, I'm still a bit doubtful, but I'll open the safe in spite of that. The model, it's gone. And in its place, a tire jack.
Just as I suspected. Perhaps it's not too late to catch the thief.
The game is afoot, the chase has begun, but will the quarry escape into the Gotham night? Rain lashes down on the slick streets of Gotham, a fitting soundtrack to betrayal and desperation.
Stop that car, hold IT. Try IT, I'll blow your snoopin' brains out.
A desperate chase ensues, bullets fly, but justice in a shadowed form is closing in.
Wham!
With a final, jarring screech, the runaway vehicle is brought to a dramatic halt.
Here's your anti-aircraft model back, but your chauffeur, alias the head of the spy gang, almost got away with IT.
Mr. Lawson has confided your suspicions to me. I want you to know that the reason I secured a drink from the fountain was because the water was cooler. And the reason my eyes appear shifty is because I'm cursed with a nervous eye affliction I can't overcome.
He reveals the truth, his seemingly nervous demeanor a carefully crafted deception, a testament to the city's shadowed secrets.
Your chauffeur was able to overhear everything you said in your car, and he was free to bring objects in or out of the plant without being inspected. Hiring the chauffeur was up to the housekeeper, and I scarcely noticed it when she hired this new man.
And I can thank you for preventing that.
Well, this has at least taught me not to be confused with outer appearances.
In the end, the most dangerous weapons are often hidden in plain sight, leaving us to question who to truly trust. The night air hangs heavy over Gotham, a suffocating shroud of secrets and deception.
Talk to her uncle Ivan so that he doesn't see me. Pass her this note. Y'all sure rad.
Now, if you gentlemen will please leave us.
I have reason to believe your sister was murdered. See me at 30 Troll Race tonight, Destiny. This note and say nothing, Rogan.
A hushed plea, a clandestine exchange in the oppressive darkness.
I came as soon as possible.
Good, I've got a lot of questions to ask you.
My sister had just announced her wedding date. You see, Dad left a will unless I've married. The money goes to Uncle Vess. I am engaged to Arthur Brand, but he has no knowledge of the will.
That is what I hope to learn. The whole thing begins to make sense. Did your uncle ever travel in any foreign countries?
Yes, he traveled in India, but what has that to do with my sister?
I'm going to talk things over with my friend the inspector. You return home, but say nothing of this visit.
A wire is sent, a crucial rendezvous arranged. as a keen mind prepares to unravel a tangled web of deceit. For Logan, the scent of foul play is an irresistible siren's call, leading him deeper into the shadows. Gotham City groans under a sky heavy with betrayal and greed, where fortunes are not merely made, but stolen through the darkest of wills.
So the young upstarts think they will get married and that I will give them my blessings and let all of that money slip through my fingers.
Unbeknownst to the villainous schemer, his request also lays the crucial groundwork for a plan to unravel a murder.
You've got to trust me to see that nothing happens to you. You've got to do as your uncle requests. You're not going to sleep in that room, Cecile. I won't allow it.
But
Don't worry any about me.
Now see here, Logan, if anything happens to her in that room, you will have me to settle with.
Nothing is going to happen, Arthur.
With his intentions made brutally clear, Arthur leaves Logan to his sinister preparations.
I see that the inspector is prepared.
Righto, Inspector, we're ready whenever the signal is given.
As Bemang retires to his room, he prepares the fate of his unsuspecting niece.
Tonight, play the Song of the Cobra for me. It will soothe me greatly.
I know it's silly of me, but I can't help feeling something is wrong.
Gotham, a city choked by shadow and secrets, where the unwary find their slumber shattered by terror. In a room nearby, a precarious peace descends as the girl succumbs to a restless sleep, unaware of the creeping dread.
Red help.
Yo, Inspector, Rad wants you should come and hurry.
A desperate plea, and then chaos erupts as the hunter becomes the hunted, a bullet finding its mark in the darkness.
Quick, Ivan, call the inspector. I've got to get into the next room in a hurry.
The sirens wail, the doors splinter, and the forces of justice descend. But will they arrive in time to unravel the deadly game? Gotham's perpetual twilight is shattered by a grim discovery, the venom of a serpent claiming its latest victim. A chilling investigation reveals the truth. The uncle, consumed by greed, planned a deadly strike against his own niece.
Right, Inspector. My uncle is dead, all right.
I don't see any reason to hold the servant, do you?
No, he wasn't in on the plan. The whole thing is incredible.
Why would he wish to harm you, my dear?
I can't believe it. He would have killed me to keep me from getting married. So he could have the money that we are to get on our wedding day.
I like weddings.
They ought to make a very happy couple.
And so the darkness recedes, a chapter closed, but the echoes of betrayal linger in the heart of Gotham. Rain lashes against the windows of the Globe Leader's city room as urgent whispers fill the air.
What that you say, my gosh, wait till Lee hears this. Hey Lee, a naval patrol boat's just been seriously damaged in the harbor, almost blown to bits.
What boy oh boy, that's page 1 all right. Beat it down there, Mac, and get all the dope we'll hold the presses.
By sunrise, the city is consumed by the shocking news, emblazoned across every front page. The next day, a seasoned reporter delivers a chilling update to his editor, hinting at a deeper conspiracy.
The authorities are trying to hush this up, Lee, so they're not giving out much information. But I did find out that the explosion was caused by one of our own mines.
He reveals a complex system of underwater mines, controlled by a solitary soldier in a fortified overlook.
You see, ever since the last war, this harbor has been extensively mined. And of course, the mines are dead and can only be thrown on by a set of switches that are hid away in the fort that overlooks the entrance of the harbor. Now, here's the angle. There's only one soldier in the fort detailed to the secret control room. And he swears he didn't throw the switch, but the authorities are figuring maybe a spy ring bribed him. Anyway, they've got the guy under a heavy guard, and they won't let anyone see him.
HMMPH, that's quite a setup, all right. There might be a spy ring mixed up in it at that. You know, Mac, I think I'll pull a few wires and get to see this suspect they're holding. It might prove very, very interesting.
As the city sleeps, a determined editor prepares to uncover the truth, pulling strings that could unravel a dangerous plot. In a sterile, heavily guarded room, a journalist named Lee finally gets his chance to speak with a detained soldier, a man accused of a grave act. The air is thick with suspicion as the soldier, Travis, vehemently denies his guilt.
Honest, Mr. Travis, I didn't throw that switch, and no one else could get into the control room. I can't understand it. It's almost like ghosts, sir. But I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
You know, Captain, I'm half inclined to believe that man. If he was guilty, he'd have some sort of alibi cooked up.
Nonsense, he's as guilty as he can be, Mr. Travis.
I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, I wonder if I might have a look at that control room, Captain.
Well, it's generally forbidden, but if you'll keep it secret, we'll let you see it. It ought to prove to you that only the man on detail could have exploded that mine. Of course, you'll have to go blindfolded. Its location must remain unknown. Remember, you're not to print one thing about this in your paper, Mr. Travis.
Blindfolded, never fear, Captain, you have my word on that. Led through a labyrinth of hidden passages, blindfolded and trusting, Lee is guided towards the heart of the mystery.
Well, here we are. Over here is the control board. Each small switch is for a certain section of the bay, but before they can work, the master switch in the center has to be thrown on. I hope this will show you that only one man could have possibly done it, the one who was detailed here.
Beneath a sky choked with smog, Gotham's secrets fester in the damp night air. A deceptive calm settles over the seawall, a thin veneer masking insidious intent.
That's some complicated set of switches, all right. Well, Captain, I've seen what I wanted to see, so I'll thank you for all the trouble I've put you to. So long, Captain, and thanks again. I might as well tell you that I'm almost certain now that you've got the wrong man. Still won't change your mind, eh? Well, don't worry, we've got the right one, all right. Go back along the shore drive, Wing. We'll soon see if I've got the right idea. Aha, there's some sort of work being done on the seawall. I kinda suspected that. Stop here for a moment, Wing. Say, what kind of work are you fellows doing here? Oh, there was some mysterious damage done to the seawall a few nights ago. We're repairing it.
Deception runs deep, but the keen eye of observation uncovers the truth hidden in plain sight.
They're city workers, all right, so. A tool shack, and it's too far away from those real workers to have them bothering with it, yet it's near enough for anybody to think it's part of the repair job. And there's a pile of freshly dug dirt by its side, but no sign of a hole, Wing. Head back for home. The puzzle is complete at last, and that's as far as Lee Travis can go. Now it's time for the Crimson to step in.
Days have bled into nights, the city's pulse a fevered beat, as a new threat brews beneath the surface of Gotham's turbulent waters.
Say, Lee, I just got word a couple of cruisers are entering the harbor tonight on a goodwill tour. I'd better send over a photographer, eh?
Good idea, Mac. Get plenty of shots. We can use M these days.
But for one astute observer, this goodwill masks a far more sinister design, a plan years in the making, and the clock is ticking towards disaster.
Visiting cruisers, eh? Now if that spy ring wanted to start real trouble, they'd blow those ships up, and I'll bet that's been their plan all along. That first explosion was just an experiment, but this is what they've been waiting for. I'd better get in touch with Wing. Wing, have the car at the back entrance tonight. The Crimson is going to ride.
Under the cloak of night, a powerful engine roars, carrying its driver towards an isolated shack where a devious plot is about to be unveiled.
When we reach there, Wing, go along the shore drive to the shack. Here we are, Wing, now to see if my idea was right. There's a light in that shack, all right. And those voices, by gosh, if they're not foreign, I'll eat my hat.
So our country's enemy sends her cruisers to this America on a goodwill tour. Soon they enter harbor and we blow them up, make a lot of trouble. Enemy will blame America. Then we get America on our side instead of against us. It was a good idea to dig a hole inside the shack, then disconnect the wires to the mines and put on our own switch. No one will ever know.
The darkness conceals a cunning trap, a deadly game of deception where innocent lives hang precariously in the balance. Rain pounds the cobblestone streets of Gotham as shadows lengthen. A lone figure infiltrates a darkened warehouse.
Ha, a snooper IT is. A good thing I was out watching for the cruisers inside with you swine. So, the Crimson, I have heard of you and now we meet and your career ends tonight before I kill you. How did you get on our trail? We thought all our moves were covered, even the authorities. You weren't as smart as you thought you were, you see. I happened to get a look at the control room, and I saw cobwebs on the master switch that proved the switch was not moved. And IT was an outside job, so I hunted along the shore to see if anyone had been digging to get down to the wires. And the rest was easy about you're killing me, you've forgotten my little friend the gas gun. They'll be knocked out for hours now, before I disappear. I'll have to notify the police to come out here and get him.
With his foe incapacitated, the Crimson swiftly contacts the authorities before vanishing back into the night.
Hey, Lee, guess what? I've just come from police headquarters and the Crimsons made suckers out of them. Again, he rounded up the spy ring responsible for the explosion. They were going to get those Goodwill cruisers too. Say, Lee, I wonder how the Crimson ever got wise and tracked down those spies, whoever he is. He'd sure make a pip of a reporter for the Globe leader.
Oh, I guess the paper does all right without having the Crimson on its payroll, Mac.
News of the Crimson's triumph spreads like wildfire, painting a heroic picture across the city. The city rejoices, unaware of the true machinations behind the scenes, as the story concludes, leaving a lingering question in the air. Rain lashes Gotham, a tempest mirroring the city's desperate heart. Within the opulent Reed Hotel, a plea for help hangs heavy in the air.
My name is Daphne Reed. My husband, who will be here shortly, is a collector of unusual statues. This he received from Tibet as a collector. This is a statuette of Siva worth thousands of dollars. And there is a gang of men after it, A man tried to steal it the other night, but failed. I decided to ask you to help me round up the men who are after it. Otherwise, my life is forfeit.
He refuses to give it up, even though threatened with deaths.
How? How did you know that?
That's the usual course of events, when we mix with strange customs such as some Indian sects have. If I can only find the chief of your gang.
Below the window, a black car emerges from the deluge, engines roaring as terror erupts. In the heart of the storm, the hunter awaits his prey, the chilling symphony of gunfire echoing in the night. The city's underbelly churns with unseen menace. A lone siren wails a mournful song.
There's been a man shot down there. I'd better see if there's anything I can do.
A hulking black car, a fleeting glimpse of its license, played a desperate shot in the dark.
Big black car, shot me. License number X20, that's all I saw.
The ambulance will be here in a jiffy. You'll be all right, Mr. Raid.
You go along with him, Mrs. Reed. Give me a free hand for a day or so.
Danny, you always wanted to be a detective. Want to watch and see if you notice a man with a dark face and eyes anywhere.
Sure, Speed.
As Speed enters the Reed apartment, a chilling premonition hangs in the air.
How is Mr. Reed? He'll be all right, the doctors say, but I'm very worried. Look, this is the Triton Siva. It is sacred to the Triton tribe.
I shall trouble you to place the Siva on the table and stand against the wall.
Rain lashes against the opulent facade of a Gotham mansion, a chilling prelude to the night's unfolding drama.
All I want is the statue. Your lives are safe.
Within the shadows, a desperate gamble is about to unfold, fueled by a cunning maneuver.
But when the Triton turns to close the door,
I go, but I shall get you for this.
why did you let him go? Why?
As the Triton retreats into the downpour, a solitary figure emerges from the concealment of the night, a shadow tasked with a crucial observation.
I want the entire crew, and if everything works right, I think I'll get him.
That's the kind of fellow Speed said to trail.
The city stirs, but a secret mission unfolds under the cloak of day.
How Speed? How Speed? I saw one of those strange men you told me to watch for. He went to 3333 3rd Road.
Good for you, Danny. Hop in. Danny, I'm going to sneak into that house when night comes. You wait an hour, then go and notify Captain Holmes of the police that I went in there. He'll know what to do because he knows you're working on this case.
As twilight bleeds across the sky, a lone operative prepares to infiltrate the unknown.
You stay here, Danny. Don't forget in 1 hour.
I'll remember Speed.
This is my only chance. I'd like to examine this house if I could. I think this is the headquarters for the entire cult.
Meeting no opposition, Speed steps into the heart of their operation, the first floor yielding its secrets.
This is their temple. I knew they were Siva worshippers. The little statuette Mrs. Reed's statuette is a replica of this, probably made from the same chunk of ivory. No wonder they want it back. It's sacred to them, but Mr. Reed owns it, so it's his.
The truth of their sacred idols and a stolen artifact comes to light, but the shadows of their devotion still loom large. Rain lashes against the grimy interior of a clandestine hideout, where a brutal struggle has erupted.
A blasphemer killed.
Oh, bye.
Amidst the chaos, a figure desperately flees, leaping through a shattered window.
The car from which these dogs shot down Reed.
That hour isn't up yet for Danny to notify the chief. I'll have to hold them off. Speed, duck, phew. This is getting too hot for comfort. I hope this trick of mine will work.
But in the unforgiving streets of Gotham, every corner holds a new threat, and the chase is far from over. Rain lashes against the cold steel doors of the garage, a tempest mirroring the chaos within. Cornered, the villain resorts to desperate measures, rigging a firing cord with a sliver of string.
This'll make M think I'm still in the car, so they won't rush until I can get away. If they rush me here, though. Oh, whoa, what's this?
Devlin and Bush, how'd you get here? That boy Danny called up the chief right away, said he thought you might get into trouble. Swell work, boys, you've got him all, and your statue is safe forever. Maybe, if you want a bigger one, the chief of police will sell you the one I found in the house. Good work, Speed and Danny. I'll make sure you both get promoted. And swell work from you, Danny. I'm mighty glad you disobeyed orders.
The game is up, the trap sprung, and justice, it seems, has found its mark. But as one adventure concludes, the promise of more hangs in the stormy Gotham night. Rain pounds the cobblestone streets of Gotham as shadows lengthen, obscuring the grim realities of the city. In the opulent yet tense office of District Attorney Steve Malone, a desperate investigation into a month-long string of hijackings is underway.
Sergeant, you've been working on these hijackings for a month. Got any leads?
Looks like they're done by one outfit working for a wholesale firm which sells the stolen stuff. I'm checking all those firms in the city.
Keep at it. We've got to stop them quick. Let me know of any break.
Goodbye, what's the name of the company?
Time races forward, and a week later, the phone rings with a chilling urgency.
Okay, Chief, I think I'll have a line on them this week. It's the UH.
Steve, they got me.
The silence after the gunshot screams louder than any alarm, a grim confirmation of the dark forces at play.
It's pretty clear they knew he knew and had their gunman plug him before he could tell us. Yeah, let's look around this area for a wholesale company that houses dirty rats.
Amidst the downpour, a lead emerges, a supply house on the periphery, a dark horse in a race against time, but without concrete proof.
Morton Supply Co., wholesalers, no, but here's our chance. Come on.
As a large van screeches from the warehouse, a desperate pursuit begins, the hunt for justice now a frantic dash through the rain-slicked streets of Gotham. Rain hammers Gotham, a relentless percussion against the shadowed stillness. Tonight, danger prowls the industrial district. Beneath the cold, indifferent sky, a truck, laden with something, rumbles through a desolate lane, unaware.
If you give me a hand, Morton, two guys are hopping the truck, look like dicks from the gangs. We'll go along this trip.
In the clandestine heart of the gang's office, a chilling directive echoes. A trap is being set.
Wiper, you and Joe follow in the sedan. That truck's out to pull a job. If they're snooping, you know what to do.
Do you think these guys are out to hijack a load? We'll soon know.
Every cautious maneuver, every veiled threat tightens the noose. The unsuspecting drivers are leading the serpent to its den.
Don't crowd the truck, Wiper, they may get wise.
Take her in further, Mike. We'll catch a load in a few minutes.
They are puppets on a string, dancing towards an unseen peril as the darkness prepares to spring.
We'll let the truck get down the lane and then get those guys. SHH, he's getting out. Get ready to jump on him.
The stage is set. A seemingly ordinary operation teeters on the precipice of chaos, with hidden eyes watching every move. Night descends upon Gotham, a symphony of rain and despair as desperate men find themselves trapped.
Alright guys, come down off of there. Get back happy. Oh, he winged me. Mike, you attract their attention by shooting in front. I'll sneak a shot from the back. If we had a phone, I'd call out the Marines. We're in a pretty spot, all right. You keep the front covered, I'll watch the back. We wait till Mike opens fire before going around. I gotcha. That got Mike.
Inside the truck, a chilling sound echoes from above, a prelude to the approaching darkness. The hunters become the hunted as a new, silent predator descends, ready to claim its prize.
They won't try that again. Steve, here comes the evidence. A hijacked truck with its driver.
Rain lashes down, a relentless drumbeat against the metal of a trapped truck, as desperate men plot their fiery escape.
We'll burn him out, get some dry wood and gasoline. Better hurry up, go up, got a load of hot silk here.
With the truck ablaze, their captor's trap is set. Death awaits them within, or a hail of bullets if they dare to flee.
Now they can burn in there or come out and get shot. Smoke, they set fire to the truck and waiting to plug us if we go out. Spread out and shoot to kill if they come out. Joe, you get going back to the garage with that silk. Getting pretty hot, Steve. Well, when it gets too hot, we'll go out and meet them. Inside the truck, they can't stay in there much longer, so get ready. We're ready. It's no use, Steve. Okay, guess we'll have to get out. Your gun ready. Look, something's afire over there, down that lane. Get going.
At that precise, desperate moment, a flicker of hope in the inferno. A distant patrol car, a chance encounter, spotting the fiery trap on the state highway. Rain lashes down on Gotham, a relentless downpour mirroring the chaos that erupted just moments ago.
Ready, let's go. There they are, let them have IT. You jump to the left fast, try to get one, keep shooting, good luck.
But hope arrives in the screech of tires and the flash of blue and red lights.
Hey, it's cops. Drop those guns or you get dropped.
Oh, got me, I told you, feller.
And help clean up. Can't thank you now. We've got get to Morton's quick.
Okay, Steve, let's go, Mike. Take what's left of that gang down to headquarters in the other car. Can't wait for Wiper any longer. Well, take what's in the safe and beat IT until things cool down. Wiper'll know where we are. All ready, Morton. All ready to come with US.
Never thought I'd be able to come home again happy.
Malone, after that roasting tonight, how can you sit there in front of an open fireplace?
As the storms outside finally break, the lingering threats and dark promises of Gotham continue to simmer, leaving a chilling uncertainty in their wake. Gotham's neon glow bleeds into the rain-slicked streets, a stark contrast to the primal darkness of the Everglades.
Cliff enters the club but is unaware of sharp eyes observing him.
Within the opulent confines of Andrew's office, a shadowy figure intrudes, an unwelcome presence asking too many questions.
In Andrew's office, a stranger is nossin' around. Outside, boss, bring him in.
Brought before a man with eyes as cold and sharp as a predator's, Cliff finds himself cornered, facing a demand he will not fulfill.
Cliff is brought in. All I want from you is the Larson boy. Keep your nose out of this.
Listen, Lapiers, you tell me where that boy is or I'll don't tell. I'll.
Andrews, a serpent in human skin, weaves a tale of elaborate deception, sending Cliff on a desperate, perilous quest into the unforgiving heart of the Everglades.
Andrews tells Cliff that he kidnapped the Larson boy for ransom and is being held by a tribe of Indians in the deep Everglades.
Trapped by ruthless ambition, Cliff is driven into the treacherous maw of the Everglades, a lone figure armed with only a blade against the wilderness.
And Cliff is driven to the deep Everglades by Lawson.
The jungle itself seems to turn against the intruder, as nature unleashes its fury with a devastating arboreal assault, Teeth of Ancient Wood narrowly missing its prey. Hours blur into a desperate fight for survival, each step a victory against the suffocating vegetation, while the sky darkens with a grim premonition.
Those dark clouds overhead don't look so good.
The storm, a monstrous entity, descends with a deafening roar, hurling debris and felling titans of the forest in a chaotic ballet of destruction. As twilight finally claims the battered land, Cliff finds himself adrift in the alien depths of the Everglades, a solitary soul seeking solace from the storm's wrath. Midnight's silence is broken only by the unsettling realization. Even in this remote wilderness, the feeling of being observed persists, a chilling testament to unseen hunters.
It is midnight when Cliff awakens. I'll find directions by the North Star. I've a funny feeling I'm being watched.
The arid wind whips across the desolate plains, carrying whispers of ancient tribal rivalries. Suddenly, Cliff's pursuit is halted, a feathered omen striking the very earth before him. Whirling around, his blood chills as a silent, deadly threat emerges from the very trees that surround him.
What the?
They surround him, a tightening noose of war paint and sharpened lances. The hunt is over. Now prisoner, Cliff is marched towards the heart of their encampment, a captive facing an unknown fate.
Little man's what now?
Bound and left in the suffocating darkness of a teepee, despair begins to set in. But then, a faint sound, a plea.
What's that?
Intrigue sparks through the grime. He must know what lies beyond the canvas.
I'll find out by lifting up the edge of the tent and letting in the light.
His breath catches. What unbelievable sight greets him in the dim light.
What the?
Before him, a small lost child weeps, a ghost of innocence in this harsh land.
I want my daddy.
Who is your daddy, little fella?
Al Larson.
Al Larson's son, what luck. Wait till I wriggle out of these ropes and wheel.
Before Cliff can act, the flap of the teepee is torn open. Destiny, it seems, has its own violent plans.
Medicine man order boy be sacrificed to hurricane gods right now. Tie up pale face much more.
Hell yeah.
As the warriors depart, the silence returns, heavy with the child's fear. But Cliff, though bound, is free to work and now has a reason to escape. He emerges from the teepee, a shadow slipping into the greater darkness, the child's plight now his own.
Palais face, stop.
But in the vast, unforgiving wilderness, some cries are lost to the wind, and some heroes emerge from the shadows, defying all odds. The humid air hangs heavy, thick with the scent of decay and untold dangers, as our young heroes navigate the treacherous Everglades.
Phew, I thought I was gone for sure.
Get out of the seaweed and we'll get along.
Unseen, unheard, a coiled serpent lurks in the shadows, its eyes fixed on the innocent boy, a predator preparing to strike.
Look out, Red. LHH, I can hardly breathe.
Sorry, cutie, but I don't look good in snakeskin.
Help. That sounds like Red.
A desperate cry splits the oppressive stillness, a chilling reminder of the peril that lurks in this forgotten land.
Well, little fella, we'll soon be out of the Everglades. And I'll be back with my daddy. The young one speaks a bit too soon.
You're not going to harm this lad, Andrews.
Shut up and come along.
I gotcha, Red.
With a daring leap and the resourcefulness of desperation, Cliff pulls his companion from the clutches of both man and nature. But the Everglades still hold their breath, waiting for their next move. Gotham's underbelly, a festering wound of corruption. Tonight, the stakes are higher than ever as a desperate plan unfolds within the confines of a speeding car.
Muggsy, you and Duke take Crosby and the kid to the hideout. Pete and me will go back in the Everglades and fix them Indians for not following orders.
Trapped, a spark of defiance ignites within young Cliff. With every jolt of the car, hope begins to take shape.
OWW. OWW.
A Talboy Red.
A daring escape, a desperate gamble for freedom. The night air, thick with the scent of gasoline and fear, becomes their temporary shield.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Rats.
You've saved my son's life, Cliff. Name your reward.
I'd like you to build a playground for all children. I'll build playgrounds all over town, and I'm going straight from the end now on.
From the clutches of darkness, a flicker of hope. But in Gotham, even the brightest dawns can cast long, foreboding shadows. Gotham sleeps, but not all is quiet. Within the hallowed halls of police headquarters, weary detectives trade stories, a fleeting calm before the storm.
Spinning yarns between cases, a moment of peace in the endless pursuit of justice. But the tales that truly linger are not of brute force, but of intricate designs, of crimes that cleverly unravel themselves.
And so, a seasoned detective, Bill Costello, begins to recount a chilling tale of a meticulously planned, perfect crime.
A story with plenty of action. Bill, we're all ears. This isn't about blood and thunder, lads. It's a story of a crime so perfectly orchestrated, it seemed to solve itself.
The narrative shifts to Jug Benson, consumed by a bitter hatred for Old Man Gaines, a resentment that curdled into a deadly resolve.
Benson harbored a deep animosity for Gaines, fueled by a foreclosed mortgage, a hatred that festered and ignited a dark purpose.
Gaines, living in solitude in a small, isolated town, became the unsuspecting target of Benson's grim ambition.
Gaines lived alone, a quiet existence in a town where shadows stretched long and few windows remained lit after dusk.
Benson's plan was a chillingly simple, yet audacious, act of vengeance, a murder designed to leave no trace, a phantom of guilt.
The strategy was elementary. Enter Gaines' home under the cloak of night, commit the deed, and vanish before the housekeeper's morning arrival, leaving no fingerprints, no witnesses, only a mystery.
But as the town succumbed to an early, deep slumber, Benson lingered, his vengeful thoughts his only companion on a cold, solitary journey into the heart of his own darkness.
He delayed his departure, letting the last flicker of light extinguish in the town, the long, cold walk a prelude to the chilling act that awaited him.
Undeterred, Benson found entry into Gaines' isolated home, the first step in a plan that was almost flawless, but for one unforeseen variable. Gotham's night is a canvas of fallen snow, but for one criminal, the brief storm offered no sanctuary, his footprints a damning confession. A man named Benson, clever enough to turn himself in, spared himself the chase, yet the very snow that failed to hide his crime sealed his fate. Costello, a veteran storyteller of the precinct, pours himself a drink, the tale of Benson's self-inflicted capture a stark illustration of a crime solving itself.
What's so hot about that sort of a crime? I'll take the fast action stuff myself and leave the crimes that solve themselves to the old-timers like Costello.
A seasoned officer, marked by time and conflict, offers a cryptic counterpoint, a silent testament to battles fought when crimes refuse to yield so easily.
Look, Brian, when Costello comes back in here, ask him to slip off his shirt. Unless I'm greatly mistaken, he won't do it.
The younger detective recoils, a sudden understanding dawning, realizing experience is etched not just in wisdom, but in the very scars of a life lived on the razor's edge.
I get it, he just doesn't talk about it as much as some of us younger guys. I guess the coffee and donuts are on me tonight, lads.
Okay, let's see the dough. I'll go for M all right. After all, I'm the youngest man on the force inside of me.
And so the story concludes, leaving us with the quiet hum of camaraderie and the unspoken truth that within every youngest man lies a history forged in the fires of justice. Under the perpetual reign of Gotham, a desperate gamble unfolds against the unforgiving city. With a reckless abandon for self-preservation, Slam leaps into the abyss. A descent that ends not in tragedy, but on an awning, a springboard for his daring.
What in? Taxi, you can't do this.
On your way, creep, and if I see that pan of yours around here again, I promise to make a number of radical changes in IT.
Vanishing into the night, his mission accomplished, leaving only whispered awe.
You needn't worry about that fella anymore.
Monsieur, you were daring magnificenti. You ought to see Slam when he really goes to town. You didn't come here just to sprinkle compliments. What gem do you want? We want that jewel. Give IT to US or you die.
The city sleeps, but danger lurks in the shadows, a jewel of unimaginable brilliance about to change hands.
Phew, what a beaut, like it. Take it, I'll be leaving this country soon. Until I do, I'd like you to guard this jewel for me.
Hal, with me and Slam on the job, your worries are over, well, practically over. How would you like to hand this to your best gal?
Best gal, if I had that precious little piece o' ice, even Ann Sheridan couldn't pry it loose from me. The lights, who turned him out?
In the sudden darkness, chaos erupts, a violent struggle for the prize.
Look out. Don't hit me, there's been a mistake. You see, I thought this was, another room and...
You remember what I said I'd do if you showed your face around here again. Talk fast.
Bunk, I'm gonna telephone the police.
Keep away from that phone.
As the lights flicker back on, a terrifying ultimatum hangs in the air, a thief's desperate gamble to escape justice. Under the cloak of a starless Gotham night, a desperate plea echoes through the shadowed alleys.
Slam Bradley speaking, what is IT?
This is your employer. Come to 32 Delaney Street at once and bring the jewel with you, or I'll be tortured and killed.
A trap cunningly laid, but for Slam Bradley, it's the irresistible lure of danger.
But surely you don't intend to go. If we do, we'll be in the same spot ourselves.
And that's just why we're going. There's trouble aplenty at 32 Delaney Street, and I love trouble.
As they approach the notorious address, the air thickens with foreboding, a grim promise of what awaits within.
You're ravin' nuts, Slam. If we enter that joint, we'll never emerge alive.
Sweet music to my ears, 32 Delaney Street.
Inside, a sinister hand orchestrates the deception, ready to ensnare the unsuspecting.
And how will the wise guy trick me this time? By imposing upon your stupidity.
IT told YS Slam, I'm sorry I involved you in this mess.
Don't apologize, I'm actually enjoying this.
The hunt is on, but who is truly the predator and who the prey in this deadly game?
Search them.
The opulent study gleams under a single, focused lamp, the air thick with unspoken tension.
And here, sir, is your jewel.
I congratulate you, Mr. Bradley. Truly, your reputation is not exaggerated.
Don't forget how important you are.
And now, I no longer have any need for this.
No, hey, don't throw it away, it's valuable.
A fake, I no longer have any need for the jewel. It is a fake.
Then why?
Permit me to introduce my friends and associates.
With a chilling smile, the true game begins as new, unwelcome players enter the room.
Say, what is this, a gag?
There's something fishy about this.
I was sent by the French government to learn how capable you are. This test proves you're all we heard and more.
You heard all about us even in France. Boy, this is fame.
Your credentials are all in order. Here is $8000. Leave for France at once, and when you report to the police chief there, you'll receive another similar sum.
We're practically there right now. Do we take him up?
Betrayal and deceit weave a tangled web, leaving one man's fate dangling precariously in the balance. Rain lashes down on the grimy depths of Gotham's forgotten underbelly, a symphony of despair echoing through the sewers. Trapped in the suffocating darkness, a desperate struggle unfolds against an unseen, formidable foe.
Proceed, what's the idea?
Really, I don't look my best just now. You refuse to cooperate, and so down you go.
With a desperate surge of combined strength, they shatter their confinement, finding a sliver of hope in the encroaching unknown.
We'll be out of here in a minute.
Quick squeeze through the opening.
Who'd ever thought I'd be strolling along at the bottom of a Paris sewer?
You've got to admit it's better than being in the clutches of that evil Apache gang.
Emerging from the oppressive gloom, the glorious dawn promises an escape, a desperate race against time to reach the prefect.
Will you be surprised to learn what?
You arrest them.
Rain lashes down on Gotham's grimy alleys, painting the city in shades of desperation.
But why crooks, thieves, you entered, arrested us, and stole the gems not more than 10 minutes ago, but you'll pay dearly for it.
Are you out of your mind? Let's go, we're pulling out.
Shoot them down.
I thought we were finished with crawling through sewers.
We've no other alternative. They photographed us so that one of their men could impersonate me and commit the robbery. We've got to expose them to clear ourselves.
You've been wandering for how long, I don't know. Where are we?
Lost in the labyrinthine underbelly of Gotham, their escape route has vanished.
You can search me, we'll never be able to find our way back to the Apache hideout. As HHH.
Crouching back into the oppressive darkness, they stalk the faintest of sounds, a desperate hunt in the shadows. Later, the prized gems, the key to their ill-gotten luxury, are finally within reach.
You have the gems, splendid. Now we can all retire in luxury. The only place you're going to retire to is a cell, Slam Bradley.
But in the heart of their triumph, a new, formidable threat emerges, shattering their dreams of freedom. Gotham's night, a canvas of rain-slicked streets and looming shadows, witnesses a desperate struggle.
Keep back or I'll blow you too.
That gun won't do you any good. That gun won't do you any good.
In the heart of the chaos, Slam gaily, a force unleashed, unleashes a whirlwind of fists.
How's that, Shorty?
Turn your head just a little to the left. You photograph better from that angle. Going someplace, stick around.
HHH.
Later, the stolen gems recovered, the true culprits brought to justice, an unexpected admirer offers his accolades.
Later, here are the gems and the culprits really responsible for the crime, including the man who impersonated me. You have my admiration, monsieur. I'm sorry I doubted you.
As Slam and Shorty soar over the ocean, the sting of doubt replaced by the thrill of vindication.
You know, Shorty, I'm just beginning to burn up. Imagine them thinking I was a crook.
A fortune in bills, a balm for wounded pride, as their extraordinary adventure draws to a close.
These $1,000 bills ought to soothe your feelings.
But in Gotham, justice might be served, but the echoes of daring deeds and unresolved mysteries linger, promising new challenges.